Welcome to Matters of Faith, the podcast where we delve into the deep and complex world of theology and explore the different perspectives that shape our understanding of faith. I'm your host, Pastor W.E. McLaurin. In today's episode, we will be discussing the concept of total depravity and its implications in Calvinism and Arminianism. Total depravity is a theological concept that acknowledges the fallen nature of humanity due to sin. It suggests that every aspect of our being is corrupted and incapable of seeking God or doing anything good in His sight without divine intervention. To help us understand this concept better, we will be exploring the perspectives of Calvinism and Arminianism. Let's start with Calvinism. According to Calvinist theology, total depravity means that sin has affected all parts of our being, including our heart, soul, mind, body, thoughts, and deeds. However, it's important to note that total depravity does not mean that people are as evil as they could be. Calvinists believe that humans can perform acts that are good in a societal sense, but they are unable to do spiritual good that pleases God. Even after regeneration, every human action is mixed with evil. On the other hand, Arminianism also acknowledges the concept of total depravity, but emphasizes the role of prevenient grace. Prevenient grace is a grace that goes before and enables a person to respond to God's invitation to salvation. Arminians believe that this grace is resistible, meaning that humans have the free will to accept or reject God's offer of salvation. The difference between Calvinism and Arminianism lies in their understanding of grace and the role of human response. Calvinism teaches that grace is irresistible for the elect, while Arminianism believes in resistible, prevenient grace that enables individuals to respond to God's call to salvation. The distinction leads to contrasting views on the role of human free will in the salvation process. Another important aspect to consider is the implications of these theological perspectives on the assurance of salvation. In Calvinism, assurance of salvation is closely tied to the doctrine of the perseverance of the saints. This doctrine suggests that those who are truly elect and saved by God will persevere in their faith until the end. Calvinists believe in infallible assurance of faith, meaning that a true believer can be certain of their salvation because it is God who has chosen them and will preserve their faith. On the other hand, Arminianism, assurance of salvation, is conditional upon the believer's continued faith in response to God's grace. Arminians believe that salvation can be lost through apostasy or persistent sin, which can make the assurance of salvation less certain. However, they also hold that believers can have assurance of their salvation as long as they remain faithful and obedient to God's word. These theological differences between Calvinism and Arminianism have significant implications for soteriology, the doctrine of salvation. Calvinism emphasizes God's sovereignty and predestination, while Arminianism emphasizes human responsibility. And the universal offer of grace. These perspectives shape various Christian beliefs and practices related to salvation, evangelism, and the assurance of salvation. Well, that's all the time we have for today's episode of Matters of Faith. I hope this discussion has shed some light on the concept of total depravity and its implications in Calvinism and Arminianism. Remember, theology is a vast and diverse field, and it's important to explore different perspectives to deepen our understanding of faith. Join us next time as we continue our exploration of theological topics that matter to our faith. Until then, stay curious and keep seeking truth. This is Pastor W.E. McLaurin signing off. God bless.